What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I guess it's afternoon, eh? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What is going on? All right. All right. Let's have a look at what's going on around the market today, shall we? Nice little Saturday. So Bitcoin right now, well, we wicked below support at 115,146. We've come back up above it again. We want to stay and close above 115,000, basically $450, right? $500. We want to stay above there, guys. We want to close our candle above there, but I could see us coming down and retesting 114K as support first. It was a significant level of resistance in the past, and we never did retest it. So, yeah, we're getting ready to see the death cross take place here. But remember, guys, the death cross is a lagging indicator. It represents a move that's already happened, right? So, yes. But yeah, so we're holding support so far pretty good, guys. Now, the speculation is Bitcoin dominance. I talked about this in a video this morning, right? Let's actually pull up the Bitcoin dominance for a moment. let's pull up the Bitcoin dominance. I want to pull it up because there's a lot of speculation about in regards to what is about to take place, what's about to transpire with the altcoins. Everybody's calling for an altcoin season here, guys. Everyone's saying we're in altcoin season, and I get it. The altcoin season index implies that we're in an altcoin season. But you have to understand a couple of things. One, there is an altcoin season, and there is the altcoin season, right? There's multiple altcoin seasons throughout a 4-year cycle, but there's only one blow off top full-fledged altcoin season, right? We saw back in December and January that we had an altcoin season, a brief altcoin season back then too, right? But it wasn't the altcoin season. So, in saying that, everyone is all over X. Everyone's saying, all over YouTube, all over X, everyone says, we are officially in altcoin season. Get ready to take off. I have a little bit of a word of warning here, guys. A little bit of caution, okay? I think what's going to happen, there are very few content creators, myself being one of them, Colin Talks Crypto is another one, who is right now putting a word of caution out there that Bitcoin dominance is not finished yet, okay? Bitcoin is not topped for this cycle. Bitcoin has to make another significant leg up very, very soon, okay? And when that leg up happens, you're probably going to see Bitcoin dominance spike again, right? So while Bitcoin dominance has fallen below support right now, you are probably going to see Bitcoin dominance come back up around the 60% area while it works its way up to $140, $150, maybe $160,000, right? You're going to see Bitcoin dominance make that move back up. It's probably going to reject off 60%, right? Now, when this happens, there is a very good chance you're going to see stuff like Ethereum and the altcoins have a minor correction. Now, listen, I don't think altcoins are going to be blood in the streets, bleed red everywhere because Bitcoin is pumping. Altcoins generally will melt their way up with Bitcoin. However, this sets everything up perfectly with the rate cut coming in to see a little bit of a correction in Ethereum and the altcoins. The altcoins have been running hot for about a week now. Every day has been double digits green for about a week, okay? We just started to creep into the overbought on the average altcoin, right? If we go over to the RSI here, let's go have a look, right? If you look, the average RSI on the average altcoin, the average crypto, has just started to creep into overbought, right? It just ticked back down below it. It was above 60% earlier today, this morning when we did our morning market overview. Anyway, so the average RSI, yes, creeping into overbought right now. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of correction / consolidation in Ethereum and the altcoins while Bitcoin starts to take some of that dominance back and go on a run here really, really soon, right? And then altcoins will start to melt their way up to keep up with Bitcoin's price action, right? So a word of caution, guys, while everyone out there generally is screaming for the start of altcoin season, we're going right now, I would say Bitcoin has to make another leg up first, right? So, and I think people are forgetting that or something. People are forgetting that. If altcoin season was about to start like today, right now, we are in altcoin season and we're about to go parabolic in the altcoins, that would mean that would imply that Bitcoin topped at $124,000 because now altcoins are starting to go into their parabolic run. And really, Bitcoin hasn't really gone into a really parabolic run yet itself, right? So we're not quite at that point where alts are going to go parabolic. They're going to continue to work their way up like they are right now. I'm just saying, be prepared for a minor correction while Bitcoin makes its next leg up, okay? So, yeah. That's that. All right, let's get into the chat. Wow, we got 0 super chats again to start the stream. Wow. Paul, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Quentin, what's happening, man? DH, yo, BTC can float all the boats. Let's go. Richie Rich, it's a beautiful day, weather and crypto wise. Absolutely. There she is, Gamma Goddess in the house. Let's get this money, fam. Guys, make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe on the way in. We got 164 people watching. We got 44 likes. Guys, come on. We can get up to 100 likes. Let's get to 100. It's kind of a slower day today. It's Saturday. Not very many people here, but let's get the likes up. Kiz, what's up, buddy? Hey, Rob, how's it going? You think we will carry on going with the uptrend or another pullback? There can be a massive amount of time left for the market decision. Wow, talk about good timing. I just answered that. Be sincere. Where you been, my guy? Good to see you. We are so close, brother. Do you know what to sacrifice? Nice. Oh, we got a super chat first. There it goes. Lion Den supporting me, my boy. Thank you so much, man. First one to drop a super chat today. Thank you so much, my guy. Where are we here? J Money at work. Can't watch now. This new promotion got me hustling hard. Absolutely. There you go, man. There you go. You gotta do what you gotta do, brother. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Amen to that. There we go. Big Mike dropping that cheddar. Big Mike's got my back. Big Rob, we have a possible short. Just want you to eyeball it first before making the move. I put the trade in our chat, Big Rob. Hope to hurry up and join the family. Seriously, missing out. Yeah, as soon as we're done this stream, I'll go over to the trading chat and I'll have a look at it, man. And I'll let you know what I think. I did drop another swing trade over in the trading group this morning as well. So, guys, if you want to be part of the trading group, all we've been doing is winning, man. That's all we've been doing. Where are we here? Free pick. What's up, man? I think I might see a small pullback, but then it's full steam ahead. Absolutely, man. I am Jasmine. We're all Jasmine. Hey, man, they hate us because they ain't us. Absolutely, man. Shine bright like a diamond is what I say. It's a me, a Mario. Absolutely, man. Another local. Hold tight, weirdos. Bull run's coming. Mario says, pushing out them squats to the beat. There you go. My wife wants to know if you put this beat together. No, I did not. No, I did not. I cannot take credit for that. Sir Farmery, what's going on, man? What did the crypto trader say at the gym? I'm just here to pump, smash, and protect Rob's gonads. There you go. Exactly. Don't smash the nuts. Smash the like button. Nia, what's up? Shout out to Amaru and Cast A who have been helping us out with TA over in the Patreon. Appreciate all the supportive people there. Yeah, guys, it's not just me in the trading group. We've got people over there who are helping out, pointing out swing trade opportunities, doing TA for everybody. It's an absolutely amazing trading group. I agree. Easy, yo, in the house. Nick, what's up, man? What's everyone buying right now? It's a good day. Stuff like Wormhole, Piff, Ondo are looking juicy. Richie Rich, double stream of Rob today on both accounts. My guy supporting the channels, both of them. And Winona, nice. William, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Big C, good day, Rob and Crypto Fam. Nick, I have 1K. Which alt would you buy for a 100x? Our altcoin picks, man, you got to ask me over in the Patreon, right? I just dropped a microcap gem in the Patreon last night. I'm dropping another one today. So, Twisted says, Death Cross depends on the RSI. It doesn't mean it's actually going to fall. If the RSI is over 51, it will continue up. Yeah, that's what I said. I said that Death Cross is generally a lagging indicator. It doesn't mean a dump is coming. It means a dump already happened. Lion's Den, almost launch pad time. We're firing up. I'm pumped, man. It will be all worth it. Worth the wait, brother. Oh, absolutely. Even if we wait another few months, it's worth it. Thank you, and God bless. Absolutely, man. Joe, Brother Rob, what do you think about U.S. moving its debt to stablecoins? Hey, man, if it helps the U.S., absolutely. Get her done. Get her done. Hope everyone has an awesome Saturday, says Jared. Dion, so pumped. Only if the market would be. Yo, Mars, what's happening? Where you been, my guy? Monty. Hey, Rob, it's Simon. It's been a while. How you been? I've been good, man. I've been good. Thanks for popping in, my guy. Good to see you again. Dave, what's up, man? Good to see you, homie. Good to see you. Junior, what's up, man? Hey, Rob, only the strong survive. I never understand why the people are upset when the market's going down, when the crypto gods are just giving you another opportunity to fill your bags. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Some people can't see the forest through the trees, though, right? This instant gratification world that we live in today. Carlos, Rob, do you think Bitcoin can get to 200K this cycle? I think that it can, but my top is somewhere between 150 and 180,000 for Bitcoin. Kizzy, yeah, my bad. You answered it. Zebek for the win. And when it does, biggest super chat ever coming your way, bro. Nice. Ray, what's up, man? Let's go, crypto fam. Hit the likes. Have a blessed day, Rob. Hey, absolutely, man. Harlem, what about Turbo? Yes, Turbo is actually having a good day today. A lot of the meme coins are having a good day today. A lot of the meme coins are looking good today. What do we got? Doge is up. Toshi's up. What else do we have? Shiba Inu is up. Where is Turbo? Turbo was up earlier this morning when I looked at it. I can't seem to see it right now. What else? What else is up for the meme coins? Pump.fun, Pepe is up. Bonk is up. Yeah. Fart coin, dog with hat. Yeah, meme coins are looking a little bit strong today. A little bit strong. Kiza, also Zebek in Frankfurt is big, mixing with the big boys. Yes, I covered that yesterday, I think. K-Rock, what's up, man? Do you think Algorand will be one of the first movers? Where can you see it going? Yes, I do, because it is a bigger cap coin, and it is a prominent layer one. I think it will do well. I could see Algorand breaking $3, possibly going to $5. Candyman, Algorand, for the record, is one of my favorite layer ones. So last year I joined a support group for antisocial people. We haven't met yet. Nice. Little spice for the altcoin season. Bam, let's go. There you go. Thank you so much, brother. Carlos, and when do you believe Bitcoin will hit $1 million? Probably, probably 2 more cycles. Not the next cycle, but the one after that. Charmander in the house. We got another Pokemon. Let's go, baby. I hate how underrated Algorand is. There's so much hate around it. Yeah, and you know what? When it pumps, all of a sudden everyone will love it, right? Do you think once Dogecoin skyrockets, Shiba Inu? Yeah, they seem to be generally correlated. Yeah, and they are higher cap meme coins, so yeah, they'll probably run together. I wouldn't be shocked. Wouldn't be shocked by that at all. All right, we're caught up in the chat, guys. Let's dive on into the news, shall we? Let's see what's going on out there in the crypto space. All right. Quick shout out, as always, guys, to the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet. Use our link down below. Get a 2-for-1 deal today, guys. Listen, we're going into the end of this cycle, and you're going to be starting a fresh cycle coming up. It's not wise to keep your crypto on exchanges for 3 or 4 years to the next entire cycle. Take advantage of the opportunity. Get yourself a Decent wallet today by using our link down below. You can swap, take profits, and even stake your crypto on your Decent wallet. Check it out, guys. Check it out. All right, what else do we have? Big Mike dropping that cheddar. Keep them coming, Big Rob. Quick question. Do you think Nadix will run alongside the same time as Zebek? I don't think they'll run at the same time. No, they're a little bit different when it comes to narrative, right? So I don't see them running at the exact same time. So yeah, it might be an opportunity to switch from one to the other after one of them runs. So it might be a good thing, right? IOTA with Solus platform aims to close $2.5 trillion trade finance gap. Algorand staking is now available. 10 million plus users across 140 countries. Yes, you don't got to sell me on Algorand, man. It's one of my favorite layer ones. I have a big bag of Algorand. Zero recovery. There you go. Strawberry Dragon in the house. Rob, thoughts on DMTR? Never heard of it, my friend. I've never heard of it, James. Altcoins break 4-year high as market enters discovery mode. Altcoins have reached a new all-time high for the first time in 4 years. We're talking about the market cap, right? According to analyst Mustache, data shows total cryptocurrency market capitalization, excluding Bitcoin, surpassed $1.7 trillion in 2025. This level breaks above resistance zones that have held since the 2021 cycle. Mustache noted this is the first time in 4 years that altcoins / total 2 have reached a new all-time high. He added that previous cycles in 2017 and 2021 began similarly before full-scale alt season unfolded. Data from the chart shows market phases between 2018 and 2021. Altcoin capitalization consolidated within a broad accumulation zone. Activity was limited and value did not break previous highs. The market maintained this pattern until 2021. Known as Altcoin Season 2021, cryptocurrency saw a dramatic surge in value during 2021, thanks to a significant inflow into Layer 1 blockchains, gaming tokens, and decentralized finance. Capitalization shot to all-time highs. However, the market turned around by the end of 2021 as momentum halted. A decline continued to 2022, wiping off large profits from the previous rise. Altcoin markets fluctuated sideways within a specific band between 2022 and 2023. Although stability resumed, there was no notable breakout. A slow rebound started by the middle of 2023 as inflows rose through 2024. Capital rose gradually and reached higher levels. In 2025, market capitalization surpassed prior peak cycles, exceeding $1.7 trillion. The yellow circle in the chart, which we will go back and look at in a minute, marks this breakout point. Currently, levels reflecting a 6-fold rise compared to 2022 lows near $300 billion. Additionally, stronger institutional inflows and higher liquidity support the trend. Altcoins crossing a 4-year high signal is the beginning of a new cycle. History shows such breakouts often precede stronger altcoin seasons. So as you can see, you've got your yellow line right here on little yellow dot right here. That's what they're talking about, right? So we're about to break loose, my friends. You'll love it. You like it, you love it, you want some more of it. Okay, I got this little combo here, this article, and then a little video to go with it that I want to talk about. Danny, what's up, buddy? Getting yard work done, my guy. So Arthur Hayes predicts crypto bull run market until 2026. Arthur Hayes predicts the crypto bull market extends into 2026, driven by potential Trump economic stimulus and significant liquidity inflows. Bitcoin may see $150,000 to $200,000, with stablecoins and DeFi tokens also poised for benefits. Now, what's the narrative that we love most over in the Patreon? That's right, DeFi, decentralized finance. Arthur Hayes' prediction of a continued crypto bull market is significant due to potential trillion-dollar inflows boosting stablecoins and other digital assets. Arthur Hayes, former CEO, he reiterated his bullish outlook for the crypto market, forecasting its persistence until 2026. Arthur Hayes anticipates a substantial economic boost if Donald Trump injects stimulus by mid-2026. So investors are underpricing upside assets, across assets, according to Hayes, who emphasized that the market trajectory has not reached its peak yet. His analysis highlights imminent policy changes, predicting structural impacts on assets, especially for Bitcoin and stablecoins. Hayes predicts major liquidity waves and trillion-dollar inflows should the U.S. government's economic policies align with his expectations. This could lead a significant capital inflow towards stablecoins and digital assets, reshaping market dynamics. The financial world watches closely as Hayes' projections of massive institutional and legacy finance inflows into the capital ecosystem unfold. This could redefine global digital asset markets and economic policies in the coming years. So here's a little caveat for you guys, okay? I was asked a little while ago in this stream what my thoughts were on the U.S. putting the United States putting their debt into stablecoins, right? My thoughts on that would be that it would completely destroy the stablecoin charts as one of the metrics that we use to gauge altcoin seasons and stuff like that. Because right now we tend to use the altcoin market cap as one key metric of many to gauge the altcoin market. If the U.S. puts all of their debt into stablecoins, the market cap of stablecoins is going to go through the roof, obviously, and it's going to be kind of no longer correlated in the way that it is with the charts, right? So we would lose that metric, which is not a big deal, but just putting that out there, right? Historical trends suggest parallels to past expansionary policies, which may offer critical insight. Hayes' expectations reflect broader market anticipation and protracted expansion, propelled by macroeconomic incentives and fiscal stimuli. As the market braces for potential shifts, industry observers focus on on-chain metrics, developments, and liquidity growth, particularly in the DeFi space, which is one of our favorite spaces. Now, I wanted to segue into this little clip here from Arthur Hayes because there's a little something that I don't like about this. Okay, so I'm going to play this, and this is what the article's talking about, but then I have a comment to make afterwards.
We have all these people around the world who want dollars, which is why Tether is so popular. Tether's not really popular in the United States because in the United States, you have a dollar. And if you're American, you have a bank account, you can send dollars around pretty easily, pretty cheaply. But if you're in LATAM or developing Asia, you have a highly inflationary currency. You have deposit rates below nominal GDP. So you're getting fucked by your banking system, by the politicians inflating away your money. What do you want? You want a dollar if you're talking about fiat. But the regulators don't want you to have a dollar. They want to inflate away your money in their local currency. So they prevent the large foreign banks from coming in and offering banking services in dollars. So what can they do? Well, everyone has a Facebook account. Everyone has a Twitter account or X account. And so these Western technology giants can now be greenlit to offer banking services through their super apps. And so you're going to see WhatsApp offering payments. You're going to see X offering payments. And if the local regulators bitch and moan that all of a sudden they're losing control of their locals' money because Zuckerberg and Musk and Bezos have control of this money through their apps, well, then Trump's just going to sanction them. Oh, you don't want to let the U.S. tech giants operate in a free manner? We let your companies operate in America? Well, 100% tariffs on you. Oh, guess what? All of you Asian elite politicians, you all steal from your population and stuff your money at JP Morgan high net worth accounts. Well, I'm going to sanction you too. And so you no longer have access to all your dollars unless you let our large tech giants operate in your country without any restrictions. And so all of a sudden, now you unlock trillions of dollars in the global south from people who want a US dollar bank account, but their local regulators don't want them to have it. So now Bessie can stuff these people with a treasury bill at whatever yield he wants. 1%, 2%, 3%, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's better than having a Philippine pesos, an Argentinian peso, right? Those are the types of things that have massive inflation. So that is where I get the sort of $34 trillion TAM of like possible money that could flow into stable coins. And I think it makes geopolitical sense for Besson and Trump to pursue this.
Now, there's something I kind of wanted, like, I agree with what he's saying, but so he says something here. It says, Arthur Hayes says the billions trapped in trash currencies will soon get USD via super apps for Musk and Zuckerberg. So I guess, I don't know. I don't really disagree with this. So basically what he's saying here, guys, is that stable coins are going to boom, man. We're going to see a lot of money get in there. US debt's going to pour into them. And again, we're going to lose the stable coin as a chart, as a metric for an altcoin season, right? So yeah, but to segue a little bit further, this is kind of what bothers me a little bit, right? So Tether to launch USAT opens US headquarters. Now, before I even read the article, I just want to make a quick comment here. If Tether's USDT is completely solvent and there's no problems and they're backed one-to-one, why does Tether need to create a second stablecoin that they're only using in the US? What's the point? Why do you need to do that? It sounds like added expense to the company for no reason whatsoever, unless you're not solvent, you cannot be audited, which means you would not meet regulatory standards in the United States. So they had to create a new stablecoin that they could back one-to-one that they could use in the United States. For me, this is a red flag on Tether as the USDT's coin, right? So yeah. We're going to get into it here in a second. Let me just catch up in the chat a little bit. Ramona, what's going on? Max Power, bullish start now ends in December, in my opinion. Nice. Crimson Crypto says, leave a like, change your life. Arthur Hayes, Tom Lee, all these guys just pumping our bags for exit liquidity. Let's go. They know better. Yep. Nick, somebody donate some chapstick. Milk money. Good afternoon. Hope everyone is having a good Saturday. There you go. There you go. All right. So let's get into this. Tether plans to launch U.S. regulated stablecoin, USAT, by the end of 2025, establishing its headquarters in Charlotte, North Carolina, under the leadership of Bo Hines. This move signifies Tether's strategic entry into U.S. markets, heightening competition among regulated stablecoins and potentially reshaping market dynamics. Tether has announced the launch of the USAT, the U.S. regulated stablecoin, projected for the end of 2025. This initiative will include a new headquarters in Charlotte, making a shift towards U.S. compliant market operations. Bo Hines, former White House advisor, will head Tether's U.S. division. Anchorage Digital Bank and Cantor Fitzgerald will function respectively as the issuers and reserve custodian, solidifying Tether's commitment to U.S. operations, Bo Hines remarked. The introduction of the USAT is expected to impact the stablecoin sector, competing with USDC and Paxos. Its launch may attract more U.S. investors seeking compliant digital assets. Market compliance will likely be a key benefit, enhancing Tether's institutional credibility. These changes may cause a shift in liquidity from offshore to domestic markets. Historical trends suggest enhancements in market stability and liquidity flows. The USAT launch is likely to increase overall institutional adoption and influence digital dollar liquidity. So for all of you guys living in the US, be prepared to have to switch from Tether's USDT over to USAT, because if they're not going to have two stable coins in the US, it doesn't make any sense. Why would they make this second stable coin? Unless they were planning on exiting the United States with USDT, which means that you're going to have to convert all of your USDT over to USAT. Some centralized exchanges will do it for you, but something you're going to have to be paying attention to, right? Carlos, I love how you do your lives, brother. You go into the news and chats, but also go over the comments. Hey, absolutely, man. Everyone needs to feel like a part of the community. That's why I made this channel in the first place, is because too many channels out there that I was watching were ignoring the people in the chat all the time. Like they didn't matter unless they sent money, they didn't matter. So, yeah. All right, what else do we have? Let's keep it going, keep it growing. Big things popping, little things stopping. Let's get into it. Bitcoin climbs to 115K amid economic data. FOMC Bitcoin surpasses 115K following the release of August 2025 CPI data indicating 2.9% annual inflation, coupled with substantial inflows into spot Bitcoin ETFs and the FOMC meeting anticipation. This surge, hang on a second here, just got to delete a comment. Guys, we don't talk about the chat. We don't talk about the gems that we drop in the Patreon on the YouTube channel, please. The surge signifies growing market momentum and institutional interest, driving significant price movements in other cryptocurrencies like BNB and Hype, signaling potential continued bullish trends. Bitcoin surged past 115K following the release of the August CPI data showing 2.9% annual inflation. The cryptocurrency has been buoyed by heightened market anticipation ahead of the U.S. Federal Reserve upcoming policy decision. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics recorded as CPI data, while further market movements point to the Federal Reserve anticipated rate decision. Spot Bitcoin ETFs, seeing record inflows, also played a significant role in the market's dynamics. Okay. Eat a cooter. The cryptocurrency market experienced intensified activity with BNB and Hype achieving new all-time highs. This highlights increased momentum among digital currencies responding to economic cues. The volatility is reflective of broader speculative sentiment. Financial analysts observed notable ETF inflows, with 757 million entering spot Bitcoin ETFs. These movements provide resilience against inflation surprises. Analysts have pointed to potential repercussions from expected Federal Reserve decisions. The anticipation of an interest rate cut could stimulate further investment. Such actions might amplify market dynamics, as suggested by historical data. So we see a rate cut, we see a little bit of a correction, and then we see a moonshot. Experts note that peak cryptocurrency prices often align with expected CPI prints and macroeconomic shifts. This pattern observed throughout Bitcoin's history underscores an intertwined relationship between economic announcements. No kidding. You don't say. Right? All right, what else do we have? We got a little clip here from Pomp, little Pompliano in the house. Check it out. He says, will there be a recession soon? Larry Ellison tops Elon Musk briefly, and Open Doors CEO, insane pay package. Check it out, guys.
I recently sat down with Jordy Visser, and I asked him one simple question that everyone wants to know. Are we going to have a recession, or are we not? Here's what Jordy had to say.
Not only is there no possibility of a recession, and again, I live in a world of probabilities of some kind of distribution of outcome. The reason there can't be a recession, again, you have to redefine it. Will the government and the Fed allow there to be a bunch of job losses at some massive level that leads to a credit cycle unwind? It can't happen anymore. There can be a slowdown. We could be in a recession right now. Technically, they could go, well, look what happened. We didn't have a lot of job creation. But GDP is still growing right now at 3%. And after we had that first quarter where everyone kind of flipped out before the tariffs, where we had the trade, back and forth, and then we got the reversal back, we still have this growing. But the easiest way to do this is to look at nominal GDP seen through revenues. Revenues are growing for the companies, and we have a build out of AI that's going to be explosive now. When Oracle says we have back orders of 5 years, here's what is going to be a problem for them and everybody. We don't have the power to generate that. I did the numbers and I went through ChatGPT and said, hey, the 300 billion in orders they have, how much power is needed for that? So it goes through its assumptions and it comes back and says you need the power of what's equivalent to Japan's consumption of electricity. So then I take that answer, I put it into Gemini and go, will you check that answer for me and come up with an analysis on your end? It says, well, that's a little bit overstated, blah, blah. It comes back. And by the time it's done, it comes back with Germany. I don't care what you're talking about. The amount of build out that needs to happen on this stuff is there. For the people who do believe there's a recession, whenever we've had job creation at this low a level, we've either been in a recession or just about to go into a recession. That is the reason why people are bringing up the recession. It has nothing to do with the other things that are positive. I believe the economy is going through a very big change where consumption will continue to just kind of putter along here, driven by the non-cyclical part of what happens, which is healthcare. And then on the flip side, we are going to see power needs. We're going to see pump needs. We're going to see battery needs. We're going to see solar. We are going to need so many things on the industrial side that manufacturing thing that the White House wanted to focus on, it's coming, and it's coming in a pretty big way.
So he feels we're not going to see a recession. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, we also have this piece here to get into. Blessings, Fridge. What's up, buddy? No problem, man. No problem. By the way, guys, we dropped a gem on the microcap gem on the Patreon last night, and it is up since we dropped it 30%. 30%. So to put that clearly for you, if you were a member of the Patreon, that one gem we dropped last night would have paid for your Patreon membership. And you would have got all the other perks that came with it basically for free on top of that. The courses, the trading group, would have got all that for free, right? So just so you know, that gem's not done. It's going to run very, very bigly, so it's not too late to get in on it. And I'm dropping another gem tonight over there. So now's the perfect time, guys, to jump aboard. You're going to make that money back quick as a hiccup, right? Okay, so Rect Capital, weekly close over 114K. Could build support for higher Bitcoin ranges. So we want to close above 114K tomorrow. Arthur Hayes, co-founder of BitMEX, recently stated that Bitcoin continues to outperform traditional assets like stocks and gold. He made these comments in an interview with Kyle Chase, a Bitcoin and Web3 entrepreneur. He argued that Bitcoin remains the strongest asset historically for protecting against currency devaluation. Hayes cautioned against short-term expectations, stating that people who bought Bitcoin several years ago remain in a strong position. He noted that while the S&P 500 appears strong, its value measured against gold has not returned to its 2008 level. Only major U.S. technology companies have maintained their value relative to gold. He said, when measured against Bitcoin, the performance of other assets is not even visible on the chart. That is how much Bitcoin is outperformed. Hayes also said that the markets are not fully accounting for potential gains in equities and crypto. He expressed his view that the typical 4-year cycle does not apply. He predicts Bitcoin could reach the price of $150,000 to $200,000 due to the broader economic conditions unfolding between now and 2030. Regarding monetary policies, Hayes said the U.S. Federal Reserve has entered a period of reducing interest rates. He anticipates a potential cut of 50 basis points at the next policy meeting. Wow, that's a bold call. He also expects inflation to remain high, higher than average for the next 2.5 years. His advice to investors is to hold hard assets such as Bitcoin, gold, or select U.S. stocks to preserve value during this time, because they're going to keep devaluing and printing more dollars, right? So that's like the worst thing you could be into right now. Rob, bro, you said you were stuffed up a bit. Do you ever enjoy a good sauna? I try to. I do like a good steam room, to be honest with you. So, yeah. All right, we got this finally over from Squawk Box. Let's jump over there. Now, this is from yesterday. The market continues to rally because of corporate earnings and AI defiance ETFs.
To the markets, all three major averages notching all-time highs. That took place yesterday. Join us right now to talk about it, Sylvia Jablonski, Defiance's ETF CEO, Chief Investment Officer. Good morning to you. We've been talking all week about what has been a remarkable ride as it relates to the markets. The question is, of course, does this all keep up? And I would just ask you, to some degree, how concerned you are that effectively the markets keep rising on what seems to be the back of ultimately bad news in the context of data. And a lot of this seems to be propelled by the idea that the Fed's going to lower interest rates.
Well, good morning, Andrew, and happy belated anniversary to all of you. I think that there are some reasons for concern, right? The jobs number came out, and I think that, we're looking at the first time that the Fed feels confident probably about the next rate cut or so, or potentially two more. But the backdrop is still pretty good. Corporate earnings were solid this last quarter. Forward-looking earnings look good. The consumer, yes, job numbers are weakening, but the consumer has remained strong in spending. And I actually think that the market is not rallying because the Fed is about to cut. I think that the market continues to rally because of corporate earnings and because of the future story really around AI and infrastructure and the continued opportunities there.
Well, let's go there then, because one of the big winners this week has been Oracle. Stock was up 36%, come back a little bit. There are some questions, and probably reasonable questions to be asked about the fact that, for example, in Oracle's case, one of the reasons it's moved so much is OpenAI has a massive contract with them, and yet there are question marks about whether OpenAI is making enough money, basically bringing in enough cash, which apparently it is not. It's going to have to continue to raise money to effectively fund some of these data centers and other things that they're doing with folks like Oracle.
Yeah, so I think that's just one piece of it. Like, if you look at the run in Oracle, that tells me that that stock was potentially undervalued all of this time. And if anything, consumers who saw that earnings report came to see that we are in this infancy of AI. And to your point, yes, OpenAI is 300 billion of it, but they have about 455 billion worth of forward-looking contracts that will monetize revenues for the company. They have 77% year-over-year growth in cloud. They're expected to bring in 144 billion worth of revenues into cloud by 2030. I think Oracle has really positioned itself as a staple in AI. It was a company that, almost like IBM is big in quantum, right? Oracle was a little bit forgotten. I think now that they're very much the backbone and infrastructure of AI. And so I think that as you continue to see growth in AI, machine learning, training AI models, and all of these things, that company stands to participate. And if you look at their market cap now and think about these, billions worth of revenues that are coming in, they're pretty close to joining the $1 trillion club, actually. So you might have another stock to look at here for that.
Oh, I'm not suggesting, by the way, that Oracle, I believe, should have always probably been participating in this to some degree in a way that the market didn't give them credit for. I think the larger question is whether all of these AI companies are just going to have to continue shoveling cash, and for some of them, raising cash. So an OpenAI or an Anthropic or all of the whole startup universe is going to have to keep raising capital, and some of these others, obviously, that are throwing off cash, the Microsofts of the world, Amazon, are going to keep investing it. But is there going to become a moment at which the market is not going to reward people for spending?
Well, I think we're pretty far from that moment. I think it's a fair point, but that will come as the sector begins to become, fully mature. And I think that we're still 5 to 10 years away from kind of, full scale commercialization, right? We have to hear about the S&P 500 monetizing from AI and how AI is actually helping their top and bottom lines in the next earnings calls for the next 5 or so years. So I think that money will continue to be there. A lot of the investments from the hyperscalers and from some of the MAGA 7 companies are very much going into AI. We saw that this last earnings season. And so I think they will fund what is needed to build out this infrastructure. And I think that trade still exists. So to your point, eventually it could top out, but I don't think we're anywhere near there.
I agree. We're not even close to a top, guys. Not even close. Nick, do I get to see your picks? Yes, Nick, you actually get everything except for the trading group and the trading chat. You get like 8 other chat rooms. There's actually a spreadsheet going around the Patreon with all of my picks and my safe exit price points. Bullish and bearish price points. All the picks are on there. And yes, you do get all the new picks that come in and stuff like that as well on that tier level. If you wanted to get into the trading group, if you wanted to start swing trading, whether it's leverage or spot trading, you can join the coaching, the one-on-one swing trade tier for that. But everything else you get on the lower tiers, yes. So to answer your question, Nick, the answer is yes. So yeah, all right, Bitcoin, guys, looking strong, holding support at 115,591, not too bad. Or that's where we are right now, 115,449 is what we're looking at. Ramona says, just stopped driving. Everyone hit that like button. I like to keep you entertained while you're driving, Ramona. Thank you so much. Absolutely. All right, guys, speaking of the Patreon, I have to get over there. I have a coaching call I have to do. So if you are scheduled for the afternoon coaching call, guys, that will be going out in about 20 minutes. Make sure you're there for that. We also have the open mic night tonight and so much more. I will be dropping another gem over there today, so make sure you catch that, guys, probably later this evening. And yeah, like I said, we're just crushing it in the trading group, guys. Absolutely crushing it. Get over to the trading tier. Start trading with us today. I've also started putting courses together. You get the courses, how to do proper research, how to find microcap gems yourself, and technical analysis training courses as well. You get all those courses for free as a Patreon member. So check it out today, guys. The link is down below. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.